mad. And I don't know why.
Can't even just concentrate. Came here to get this money straight. Shorty wanna fornicate, that's why she tryna congregate. Stare me up and down the chat, she wanna lick me through the rap. Tryna see what's good with that, cause honestly that ass is fat. It's round and fat, I'm down with that. Down to snack, down to smash. Find a place to clutch me, we got lucky at the laundromat. Ladies folding clothes and shit, mad decent exposure it. Old people recording us, knock it down like a bowling pin. What about all the flow you spit? What about all the clothes you wear? What if you roll a split because you know I smell that Doja here? Pass that shit right over here. She just hold it over time. Bend it like a folding chair. Put that thing in the overdrive.
The hello people, it's the biggest version of the internet. Today I want to tell you everything you need to know to become a godlike AWPer. I will try to break down everything step by step, starting from your mouse sensitivity and finishing with practice routines and positioning yourself around the map. I would really appreciate if you could leave a like on this video, because I spent a lot of time doing it and I tried every single tip that I'm gonna be telling you in this video on myself. Also, please comment down below if you prefer AWPing, rifling or bows. And if you prefer AWPing, tell me how you practice, because I really want to discover new practice methods and share them with my viewers. Thanks a lot and let's begin. Usain Bolt is fast. Lightning McQueen is very fast, and CSGO Fast is also fast. XD. CSGO Fast is doing a giveaway of $60. All what you need to do is to copy last part of your referral link on their site and write it down in the comments. I will randomly choose 3 winners before releasing the next video. CSGO Fast. Faster than very fast. So, I divided this video into parts. Every single part is important if you want to become a god tier AWPer. Those parts are your mouse and sensitivity, your practice routine and best ways to improve as a sniper, your mentality and confidence, and positioning yourself in all of competitive maps. First of all, I want to start with choosing the correct mouse, because your current one can be uncomfortable or making it harder for you to AWP. Basically, there is not much to talk about here. Nowadays, mouse can be either heavy or light, and without experiencing each single one individually, you can't really tell which one works better for you. It's all personal preference, but if you feel like after practicing for a bit your hand starts to hurt or the grip is uncomfortable, it might be a sign that you need to change a mouse. Here on the screen you can see top 5 choices by pro CSGO players, so if you would want to switch, you can choose between any of those. But perhaps the problem might not only be in your mouse. Choosing the incorrect sensitivity and scope sensitivity might also cause a lot of misses. You can trust me, I played with everything, high and low sensitivity, and I have also been experimenting with different scope sensitivities. So the way you can check if your sense makes you miss is very simple. Go into aimbots and try to kill a bot by flicking short distance left and right. If you see that you're missing, lower or higher your sensitivity according to your feelings. Do the same with long distance flicks. If you see that your shot goes way too far from your target, lower it, and if it's too short, higher it. I'm specifically talking about scope sensitivity and not the one that you use for aiming with rifles, because those are two different things. If you can't find a perfect one for you, I have a solution. You can put this command into your auto-exec or config and it might work perfect for you. I found it randomly on Reddit and the guy gave a very decent explanation why this scope sensitivity is the best one. I will link the post in the description as well. Next one is gonna be your practice routine and the best ways to improve as a sniper. Okay, listen carefully. You can't become a godlike AWPer if you're not gonna practice. AWPing is based on your reaction and reflexes, so those who train their reaction and reflexes will have an advantage over their opponents. I prepared a very simple routine that you can do every single day and your reflexes are gonna be on godlike level. It only takes around 15 to 20 minutes of your time, so you can easily add it to your warm-up routine. So all what you need to do is, when you firstly start CS before going into competitive games, start the map called aimbots and follow the simple rule. You choose any target and start flicking on him left, and next target you flick to the right, so you always switch left and right. You start very slow with 100 short distance flicks, after that you do 100 medium range flicks, and if you really wanna push yourself you do either 50 or 100 blind flicks. Blind flick is when you put your target on the blind part of a scope, so you flick basing on your imagination and reflex. After that, you can continue warm up as you always do, and after you're done with playing for today, you can do the same thing before going to bed, but only 100 medium range and 100 blind flicks. That will push your reflexes with opening on godlike level, but only if you're gonna be doing this routine every single day. Really try to push yourself out of your comfort zone, because this is the way of becoming better, and if you're only gonna be practicing things that you're good at, you will never improve. Now I want to talk about mentality that makes people become god tier AWPers. Very simple steps that you need to follow, and I will try not to go into details much, but listen carefully. Ready? Okay, don't be scared to miss. Always peek if you have the best spawn, and don't be scared to play according to reflexes, of course if you practice them. If you follow these simple steps, you will eventually start winning more and more AWP duels. Also, you're gonna be catching people off guard, which will make them mad and scared of you. That will lead to them changing their playstyle based on you, which means that you're the one who is gonna be making the rules. Now I'm gonna talk about positioning yourself around the map, which will lead you to making more kills and making way more impact in game as both T and CT. AWPer is a player who needs to control the most important parts of the map. A good AWPer always holds the most dangerous positions and cover his teammates by killing peeking enemies. That's why I want to go on every single map and show how and where to play to have the most impact in game as an AWPer. Mirage City side. Main AWPer as a CT needs to control mid. That's why two most important positions where you should be playing has to be window or short. Playing in window helps you to rotate faster to both of the sides, but playing on short as a main AWPer is less expected, but the rotation to A is gonna be slower, so choose what you prefer more. As a T, play only according to your spawn. If you have the best mid spawn, go and pick window. If not, you can go mid with default smoke, check connector, check short, check window from left side of the boxes, and see if you can find some entry kill there. You can also go and pick stairs and jungle from palace with good timing. On Inferno, T-side AWPer has to be the one who controls aggression from CTs on banana and mid. If enemy picks mid, you can control it from ramp. If they pick banana, you can hold it from right side of the wall, and if your team needs to go A, you can cover them from palace. As a CT, you can either play aggressive on B side by picking banana with pop flash, or just stay coffins, dark or fountain if you wanna play passive. If you play on A, you can pick mid, second mid, or just stay long, library, castle, or simple's favorite pit. On overpass CT, you can easily play aggressive by picking mid with the good spawn, picking connector, or staying in banana, but if you wanna play passive on A, stay on site, truck, bank or ladder. But the absolute best position for an AWPer is B heaven, because sniper can easily rotate to A if opponents go there. As a T, it's all situational. You can pick mid, connector, long or monster. Dust 2. There are a lot of variations, but I prefer playing mid only because of the reason that it's easier to rotate and help your team. Throw a mid smoke and hold top mid and box. If enemies go A, you can come to elevator and ask your teammate to boost you on site. If they go B, you can go window with a good flash and collect easy kills. As a T, there is one simple rule. If you have the best spawn, go and pick long. If you don't, go hold mid. On cash T side, you can play aggressive from boost, because mid is always smoked. If you have a good spawn, you can pick B, or just go A main and pick side, quad or NBK with a good flash. As a CT, I prefer mid because, as I said 300 million times before, it's easier to rotate. You can stay in con, window, white box, under white box. If enemies go A, climb up to ladder. If they go B, you can stay on heaven. On nuke, city sniper needs to control outside, which is very important. You can do it from garage, blue box, heaven or locker room. If you play from heaven, it's easier to rotate ramp or A. That's why I prefer it over all the positions. As a T, there is not much space to work with. AWPer here is really needed to trade on spots like outside, silo or ramp. Train CT side gives you a lot of opportunities to surprise your opponents. You can play in connector, site, stop sign, heaven, ivy, or you can get on green train if you want to surprise main by picking. Unfortunately, there is not that many opportunities as a T, so you can either pick main or upper B. Otherwise, just go and help your team, because in all other positions your enemy will be waiting for you, cause CTs get on positions way before terrorists on this map. Same goes for vertigo. It gives a lot of positions for CT side, for example mid, CT spawn, connector, boxes, boost, etc. But not that many for T side, only ramp is kinda playable for opening here. In all other situations, just go and help your team. We're done with the maps. If you think that I didn't explain everything, of course I didn't. If I had to break down every single map for opening, it would have made this video like 10 hours long. This was explained as a base for beginners and not that experienced players. But still, if you found this information useful, please leave a like, cause I tried really hard to make this video. Thanks a lot for watching. Virgin Lord out.